of a true Christ follower.
No. And it's not the way that a Gawal wants to go anyway, but
No,
they have to
it
do what we
isn't,
tell
but
them.
God is not going to blame it.
Yeah, why does God let us be so evil?
Self-will.
I know, so we can have choice?
That's right. The angels don't. And that's why the Bible says the angels are just, they are envious of us.
Did you want any of this?
No. 2 teeth, honey.
That's hard. I didn't know
hard.
that. It's impossible.
They're both on the bottom. I can't even snap them together to crush it.
Oh, no.
Anyway. So, you have a Nagala. It reincarnates. Your soul stays.
Right.
Forever.
Now, when does our soul get formed? Our soul came into, I guess it was always in God, in his mind. But, but when a hologram of me and my husband have a baby, that then a soul enters, and it's really a soul then, an individual soul?
That's right. The funny thing about souls, people don't understand. Now, we're talking not body, mind, and spirit. We're talking about the all that makes up your whole body, that is trillions and quadrillions of tiny atoms.
Right.
All right, each one is a soul. Now, I got my big toe frozen in there.
Oh.
I got my toe cut off.
Yeah, I remember him.
Part of my soul.
Okay.
I got to bury.
Okay.
That's the Indian way. I've had it in there for 2.5, 3 years. Because I'm having so much fun with it.
Fun with it in the freezer?
Yeah, well, I take it out and people want to see it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't convince my daughter to let me, granddaughter, to let me make a necklace out of it. But anyway.
But you were saying that that's part of your soul?
That's part of my soul. That part of my soul is in heaven. I got the body part of that in the freezer. I just collect the parts and put them all on the ground as they get cut off. That's all. And so, in a sense, I'll be all whole, here mentally. I'll be all whole there anyway. So, but it's just our way. And the Irish do the same thing. I think it comes from the Celts.
What about these people that are half lizard and half human? Do they have a soul or half a soul?
Yeah, because the lizards are soul-bearing beings.
Oh, I didn't know.
From another planet.
I forgot. Why would Christ come to this planet and not theirs?
Because we were the last planet that remembers God.
They all forgot him, so...
Well, no, nobody can forget him. They're all born knowing. But they're also born into sin. And their culture says there is no God. If there's a God, we're God. If there's a devil, we're it. We're Lucifer. But there is no God. And that's what they believe in, and believe for some of them for thousands and thousands of years. But they, to them, God is like a fairy tale to you.
Okay.
Just part of an old wives' tale from centuries back. That's it.
It's so weird that they can think that when...
Well, that's right. Don't worry about it.
When,
God's got plans.
They have, shape-shifting capabilities and all these abilities that they don't see us having, and they just assume that that's their own power.
We're savages. We're all on this planet to them. Ignorant, little, stupid children, savages. Does no diddly squat.
Well, why do they just want us dead because of that? Why do they just want us dead? Why do they infiltrate everything?
Because they want us to be their slaves.
Why do they need slaves if they're so powerful?
To collect gold.
What do they need the gold for? That's what I don't understand.
To turn it into a sacred
thing that
medicine that gives them long life, somewhere over 2,000 years. And you can do the same damn thing without the gold.
Oh, that's what I was wondering. Yeah, you can do it without the gold.
Yeah,
right?
but they don't accept that that's true because there's no God.
Hmm. How did they learn to do it with gold then?
That I could not tell you.
Yeah.
I've taken the white gold. I had a half-breed give me some very expensive stuff.
Right.
I mean, a rich half-breed, too. And came back to see me a few days later. About a week later, he says, well, what did that white gold do for you? Not a damn thing.
Nuh-uh. That's a waste of...
And he looked at me and I said, nothing. And he said, well, he's shaking his head. He said, that figures you already have it. What the white gold gives us, you already have in your own way through this one you call God.
Mm.
So it kind of surprises me, but you can do it without gold.
How do they ingest the gold?
Eat it.
They just eat like powdered gold?
Yeah.
I guess they have the weird teeth. But the half-breeds do too?
It's like eating glue.
That's so weird. So and then it just passes through their body though.
You are what you eat, honey.
Gold?
Well, the energy of that comes into your body.
So the minerals and stuff or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That's so weird.
Combined with belief gives them long life.
Oh. So all these people that we think have a lot of gold hoarded, they might have eaten a lot of it, so they don't have it hoarded.
No, I doubt it. I really doubt it. If the half-breeds know that they got gold, believe me, they'll do the best they can to get a hold of it.
Well, I meant the half-breeds to have it.
Gold is the currency of all creation. All creation. Every planet that's inhabited with soul-bearing people. They are so ungodly, they have relied on their technology. And they're trying to get us to rely on technology as well. And drop this God belief.
So is that why, like, the solar flare or whatever's going to happen, that there's going to be no technology, or that's just God's judgment?
That's part of it. I tell people, get ready. You tell me, well, we'll have to get our solar panels and all that to move. And
no, I'm ready to go right now with nothing.
Well, I know, but you mentioned it in one of these very recent emails.
Yeah, I'd like to have it.
Yeah, that's nice to have, but even those are going to be
useless.
Worthless. It's a good gap. That's all I got. Adam, the co-owner of the dome out there.
Oh, okay.
He's going to go out and buy a big 5,000 watt
generator.
Generator, yeah. And but under the full knowledge that it's only a temporary thing. He knows that there'll be no gas, there'll be no parts to replace broken parts. You know, that it's big throwaway money. But meanwhile, he'll use it, you know, and still prepare to be without using it. Hanging on to the past, knowing full the future. And, well, that's all right. That's okay. I got generators, too.
I know, but it's just so weird to think of. I mean, lately, it's like if I get a blueberry muffin, I'm like, I'm going to savor this taste because I don't know when I'll ever have blueberries and flour and sugar and butter and an egg mixed together to make a blueberry muffin. You know what I mean?
If you can savor the taste, the smell, the looks, the five senses, even the hearing of it crunching in your mouth, whatever, then you can image that thought into your clenched fist. Open your fist and have a nice muffin.
Well, then that's what I want to. Not for the sake of blueberry muffins, but for the sake of.
I want to see who seems to be out there.
Yeah.
Oh, man. There's nobody out there, ladies.
So So did grandfather or stocking wolf, or grandpa as you called him, did he know how to do those things?
Do what?
Like,
He could do it. I've never done it.
What?
I've never done it. He could do it. And so could another medicine woman I know very well. She called me her mentor. And she could do it.
Wow.
But she can't do it without like apple twig. She needs a dead twig. It doesn't matter if it's 30 years old. She needs a twig, but she hasn't learned how to do it without the twig.
Oh, okay, so like a twig, but does it have to be a twig of an apple tree? Or just any twig?
That's what she wants.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah. She can hold that twig.
And make it bear fruit.
Just a twig, and she is starting to grow green in bud and everything until, bang, here's your apple. And then she had her hand on the twig, and here's your apple. Anybody else hungry?
Wow. I mean, that's what Jesus did when he multiplied the
fish. That's right.
And the bread.
Right.
And that wasn't even something that was alive. Like, the fish don't grow off of a tree, obviously. Like, he could just multiply the fish and the bread. Oh, like a blueberry muffin. That's so weird. Why, I mean, so it surprised people when Jesus did it, obviously. And like, where do people...
It surprises people when I do strange things. I'm a nut.
Well...
But,
so how do people lose this ability? Did we ever have this
all of them were born with it, and all of them are born with it in the first place. They've accepted the way to the world and locked that upstairs knowledge library up, walked away from it, went downstairs and started reading their sex magazines and everything else that comes in.
Stupid stuff.
But originally, Adam and Eve had all of those abilities just like you and I do. All of them. And used them.
So, well, I just thought of this too. They didn't, do you think because I just was reading Genesis the other day and was like, and you can eat the meat of these trees. Did they eat, I guess that did they eat meat before? I guess before, people say before the fall?
No.
They didn't need to. I mean, we don't need to now, but...
Well, the eating the meat of the tree is a reference to the fact that it's like meat.
Oh, right.
To most people.
Right.
Doesn't taste like it, doesn't chew like it, but it does the same thing.
Yeah, it nourishes you and fills you. I think it was from the concordance that I clicked on that, and it went back to it, and it showed what that word
You'll
was.
find in the whole scriptures, old and new, the first 5 books are unbelievably accurate, clean. Unbelievable. After that, it starts getting dirtied up.
Because Moses dictated the first 5 or whatever he did? I mean, wrote it?
What?
Moses wrote the first 5? Didn't he just...
You what?
I thought Moses wrote the first 5 books of the Bible.
I don't know.
Can't remember.
Tom and Jerry, the mouse and cat. I really don't know. But I know it's unbelievable. And, yeah. Unbelievable. It's a wonderful book, but you gotta strip it down to pure nudity to get to
see what it's saying.
Yeah. It's like you've heard of the Apostle John, right?
Right.
And how do you know him when you hear about him? Do you hear them talking about the Apostle John and know that that's the John they're talking about?
Yeah, they say he was Jesus' friend, like one of the
John.
closest.
No.
John wasn't?
No, he was the one that was going around.
I thought John...
Paul.
Oh, Paul,
I'm sorry, my mistake.
Yeah, I'm like, John was. John saw Revelation.
And John had a very childlike mind.
Mm.
And so did Peter.
Paul, okay, yeah, Paul was persecuting the church and killing people.
Yeah. And